dedicating where you are underwater. And these are up extremely high. And you'll see it playing out in all kinds of communities, but yet people will still tell you that climate change isn't real. They'll tell you that fossil fuels and the burning of them is not playing a role. And they're telling you something, unfortunately, that is false. But we have something that we can do about it. We have a vote.
Yeah, that's it.
And so far too many people don't believe that their vote matters, closing all the polling stations so that I have to go to another district to actually be able to vote if my vote don't matter. So we just have to think about that, because when you talk about environmental justice, when you talk about environmental injustice, you are talking about housing. You're talking about transportation. You're talking about public health. You're talking about job creation and a number of other things. And sometimes we want to put environmental justice in this little box. And it's so much more. It's all these various things that are happening inside of our communities to make real change happen. And what we fail to do far too many times is actually talk to people about what environmental justice looks like. So environmental justice is about making sure that people have meaningful engagement, that their voice is a driver in the development of policy, but it is also about economic empowerment. It is about reclaiming your power. Y'all remember when Congresswoman Maxine Waters said she's reclaiming her time? Well, we're reclaiming our power. And if you're down with reclaiming your power, then that means there are some things that we have to do to actually make sure that that happens. And one of them is that we have to start creating our own generators of economics. Does that make sense to everyone? Yes, you'll see some things. So I like to talk to people about real world stuff and get past the theory. How many folks have ever been to South Carolina, a place called Spartanburg, South Carolina? So we got 4 or 5 folks. I'm gonna get a bus, so y'all can get on the bus and go there. And the reason why I want you to go there is because it's just one example of about 30 that I could give you about how real change can actually happen. Everybody still got your phone? Google the Regenesis Project in Spartanburg, South Carolina. If I don't give you anything else, if you don't remember anything else that I talk about today, I want you to remember the Regenesis Project. And because when you go to your city council meetings or your county council meetings or to your state houses, I want you to start to think about these issues, if you haven't already, about how we move vulnerable communities from surviving to thriving. So the Regenesis Project was started with folks who looked just like you, who were taking a look at what was happening in their community, and they were